Sick. All right.
I'm totally sober. Welcome to the show, everybody. How you doing? What's going on?
Oh, wow. Is that what, are you introducting?
I did.
Introduction.
No, he is.
My name's Matt Tabor.
I'm Matt Ammar.
Yeah, I'm Jeremy. Hey.
And I'm Gwen.
Cool. There we go.
And I'm Matt Tabor. Welcome to the podcast.
I like how you have to, we have to say our last names. They don't have to say their last names.
Yeah, because we have
Yeah.
two Matts. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what
Why
you get
can't
for
you
being
just-
named Matt.
Just be Tabor. Just jump into it.
Just get. You know what? I should just
do
ditch the first name. I'll be like the reverse Cher.
Yeah.
Just be Tabor.
You change your name to, if you really want to still be called Matt sometimes.
Yeah.
Tabor Matheson. There you go.
Oh, sure. I wanted, you know what? I wanted to do Matthew Scott. I was like, ooh, what
That
a
is
Hollywood name. But
terrible.
it's terrible, yeah.
Oh my god.
Is it because you just love The Office so much?
Oh, I just fucking love it. You know what? Again, let's get into that debate. Okay,
No,
so
are
The
we
Office
gonna-
is totally...
I thought
No.
we were
Getting
gonna
to
be
The
having a
Office.
good time.
No, I want to talk about The Office. No,
The
let's do
Office
it.
is a
This is
totally
content.
is an absolutely totally fine show with some really good bits hidden inside.
I completely agree, but the American Office.
I will agree. The watching the British Office is one big chunk. Breezy, beautiful. You're in and out in a day. You have a great time. You're in. I will agree that the American Office has like 4 seasons that just do not need to be there, but have some good bits inside.
I'm going to
them.
steamroll this real quick.
Sure, yeah, do
How
it.
about instead of talking about The Office,
Yeah.
talk about how fucking great It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's talk about that show
absolutely.
because that show's freaking awesome.
Go for it.
I mean, I think us all just agreeing, like, wow, yeah, what a great show. I feel like it's not content. I want this. I want the feud to be
Over the last
I'm going,
month.
I'm going to turn it into content on
Okay,
the channel.
over the last month and a half, Jeremy and I have been saying that The Office is a totally acceptable show.
You said it was the best show on television.
I've never said that. Someone in our friend group did say that. I never said that. I said that it's a totally fine show.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some great bits. Specifically, okay, my favorite bit is a throwaway line, so I don't know how good it could possibly be. My favorite bit in the entire series of The Office is a Robert California / Kevin bit, where Robert California says, "Oh wow, it's been a pretty great day," and then Kevin says, "Oh really, Robert? This cake has vegetables in it, like a salad bar." And great.
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It's funny. You had to be there.
Yeah,
But,
it's
like,
I get it. Again, I'm just saying it's a totally fine, acceptable show. However, Always Sunny is obviously the superior show. I never argued
my
that.
opinion in
once.
terms of like comfort television, I personally feel like it's on the higher end of like basic, of like really, really popular like comfort television, like things that like everybody watches. Like I think it's one of the better versions of those. What would you say?
It's I would say it's 100 times better than Friends. Would you
I
agree?
would say it's the illumination of TV.
Jesus Christ.
Why would you say that?
Because it's so nothing.
Yeah.
It's so nothing. But
I think it's a little bit more than nothing. But again, I'm not gonna like lay my life on the line for The Office.
That's what
so
it is.
fine.
That's what it's like you put us in a difficult position here, Matt.
no,
because
I didn't
we
want to
think-
have this conversation. Matt did.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying with
Rather-
this particular,
No, I took my
not with the
time.
conversation, but just in terms of your stance, because we feel you are 100% objectively wrong on your stance, but we just aren't passionate about it.
I
Like,
can't
that's,
like
the thing.
defend as much. I can't defend my love for it or like my like for it as much as you hate it. I just can't.
Yeah.
It's so one sided.
But okay, I'd rather just not.
Okay,
Sure,
cool. Then
yeah,
we'll
absolutely.
yeah. What Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Is it Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Surprisingly,
Yeah, in the show it has been.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
yeah.
it's filmed in
Okay.
LA.
yeah.
Well, there you
Sweet.
go.
Well, they delivered.
And are you sure?
It's not false advertising.
Are you sure that the camera's going to be fine? Because I'm seeing a lot of not green.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
What?
Okay, the cameras have always looked differently.
Yeah, whatever.
They're always.
Okay.
It's gonna. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like I'm not editing this one. You're gonna edit it.
Uh,
and they always suck to
Are
deal
you
with the two
saying
different
that?
cameras.
Are you saying that Jeremy and Matt, editors of Productions cannot edit this podcast.
See, I was under the impression that you were editing this and I was editing our franchise video because I was going to be a lot worse.
I edited the last podcast.
You're the podcast editor, yeah.
No. If you want them to be good, then we're gonna have to switch off. If you want them to be totally just fine and acceptable, then it'll just I can.
I'm fine with totally fine and acceptable.
Cool. Hey, what's up?
Do
We have
I?
someone coming.
The Maya.
A special guest.
The Maya.
Wow.
Oh, the baby.
Maya, do you want to join?
She's a little.
She
she's
always
a little,
does.
She's a little stinky lady right now, but I still like her.
Wait, do you think she's stinky?
She
She's a little
is,
stinky.
but I like her a lot.
Kathleen, I think she needs a bath.
I still like her though, so don't get that.
Wait, is she really stink?
Why-
Oh, that's
why do-
why.
why do I need to
Why
throw-
is he even in here? Wait.
Why did you bring it back with
Why
you?
is it in the home? Why is it still in the home?
Yeah, get it out of here.
Why is it still here?
Please wash your hands before you
still
touch
here.
the door.
Well, give me like the fucking.
Jesus
How
fucking.
is she
have the
supposed to
keys.
wash her hands before she touches the door?
That's
She
not my
has the
problem.
poop in her hands.
That's not my problem.
Oh my god.
I feel like this is a very coherent podcast.
As always, our podcasts are always this organized.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Maya.
Maya. Maya.
Come
Oh my god.
Come here.
So,
My
Oh
little
my
stinky lady.
So it wasn't
Oh.
her that was stinky. It was the. Uh-oh. This camera's already almost out of battery.
My little stinker.
wait,
Oh.
really?
My
I'm
little-
down.
Yeah.
My little stinker.
Matt, your
What?
camera's already almost out of battery.
True.
Where's your?
Oh my God.
Is the other one charging?
I mean, there's a one again.
Do you not have another battery?
I'm sure I do.
No, okay, cool. We will.
That-
Then
bye,
we'll
Maya.
let's hit it with that second battery.
Well, let's take
Awesome.
5, everyone.
we can actually start the podcast.
No, yeah, we started. I think we have interesting
Oh
conversations.
no, this is all part of it. We're not editing this out.
No, so now this is the part where we sit down and watch Matt Tabor's ass. And
Yeah, look at that
this is
crack.
That fucking back.
Ooh.
Oh my god! He pulled it all the way down. I saw the back of his scrotum, guys. I keep looking at this one, thinking that this camera can see me, but it's only this one. I think my angles are wrong right now. I'm all out of whack because of the new setup.
Everybody gets. Oh well.
I should look at that one. Why am I not looking at that one?
well, I mean,
hold on.
like,
Let's
yeah.
take a break because I want to
Tactical reload.
talk about
Good job.
the new setup,
Okay.
but I want everybody to be here for it.
Okay. We'll take the break's over. It's recording.
Well, I want him to charge that. Like
It's okay. Cool. No,
we know.
this is all content. This is all content.
This is content.
This is content right now.
Right now.
This
What's
me
happening?
yelling is content. Yes.
All
Is
right,
that
cool.
recording?
Watch, and we're back
Yeah,
in.
it's recording.
Okay.
Boom. We're
Should
back
we-
in.
I'll give it another clap.
It's like it never.
Okay. All
Cool.
right.
Cool. There we go.
So, this is the new setup.
Yeah, it's
This is
awesome.
Good. Welcome. Oh my gosh.
We didn't have to move everything in the house for this to work this time.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
guess
have to relocate your trash to a safe designated area.
Yeah, we kept having to move the trash. We had to move the shoe rack. We had to move the table. Now we have a new table, and it's gonna be much better.
This is it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a little bit more cozy, but I've got plenty of room.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, same.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Oh, I feel great. This is so much better than the other setup.
Really?
Right?
Oh my
I
gosh.
feel like I have so much more motion.
I'm not gonna lie. I was
Right.
very nervous about this one. I was like, we're all gonna be so scrunched together. We're
No,
all
No,
gonna
it's
hate
it's surprisingly roomy.
it. Okay. Cool. Sweet.
Yeah, like I
Then
like
my
I like
fears
this
have been quelled.
this middle spot. Like I really
Yeah.
like it.
And now we have a third
Yeah.
camera too.
And
so
we
that's-
have a third camera. That's
Yeah, for
courtesy of
production.
Gwen. So
Everything is.
That's what I'm here for. Just provide cameras.
So I think the question that's on everyone's mind here is when are you guys putting out content?
Oh,
I'm currently working on a larger project.
Larger than the internet.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Larger than the internet. Oh. I mean, yeah, I have a few things larger than the internet, but I'm currently working on a specific internet project that will take a little bit of time. I want to get it out. Give me a deadline. Say, Matt, put it
You're
out
gonna
before
get
the
it-
end of the
wait,
year.
wait,
Put
wait.
it. Say, put it out before the end of the year.
I'm not gonna skip it out for the
Thanksgiving.
end of the year.
Thanksgiving.
Say end of the year.
The end of the year.
All right,
Yes,
I'll
end of the
accept
year
that
is good.
challenge.
There we go. Cool. Yeah, end of the year is good.
Yeah.
I had to look at the date and be like, and I have to. Yeah. Okay. I had to make a judgment call.
Gwen, everyone's waiting
Oh, yeah?
for your your
my-
follow up to
Do
depression
content.
invention.
Write,
Yeah.
just do any content. Write a book. I don't know.
Well, I mean, right now I'm working on like a small animation project. So
Fuck yeah.
once that's
Oh, yeah.
like, once I'm comfortable enough with what I have, I'll put it out there.
This
yeah.
is your
Well,
beautiful.
Gwen and I have also been collaborating on one of my larger projects.
Oh, yeah,
Gwen's
yeah,
been
yeah.
fucking killing it.
Just doing all kinds of character design.
If you need character design, holy shit, head up. What's your Instagram?
It's just Gwen Weinrich.
Hit it up.
At
great.
Weinrich?
Yeah.
We'll put it
I
right
think so.
here, right above your head.
Please no.
Hot girl alert.
Do you guys want to talk about the election? You guys
Oh
wanna
yeah,
talk-
it's
It's the
it's
first
finally over.
podcast
Again,
recorded after the election.
Stoked about the results. We have so much fucking work to do.
Yeah,
though.
that's the thing.
absolutely.
Holy
Right.
shit.
Well, because I think my post on Twitter was exact, which is hey, upside, Biden wins.
Yeah.
Downside, it's Joe Biden.
Well, no. Upside, Trump lost.
Yeah.
Downside, Biden wins.
Yeah, man. And that's not some orange man bad shit. I'm sure anybody watching this is like pretty much on our side.
Yeah.
So they get it. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, and you guys could disagree with me if you want.
Yeah.
If you're watching at least my stuff and you're into Trump, I don't want you in my audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I can say that.
Oh,
whatever.
this is a discussion I've been hearing recently. Now
Sure.
that we can all just kind of, now that Trump is just barreling towards just being harmless, what do we think all Trump supporters are inherently bad people because they're Trump supporters?
I think they're misled. I feel okay, let me rephrase that. I feel like
feel-
some are just not educated in certain issues.
Mm-hmm.
I hope one day, obviously, I hope we can be unified in some
Yeah.
capacity.
Here's the thing: is I'm gonna say
Holy shit.
I'm gonna say no because I think you can be. I mean, like a lot of like very well educated people support Trump, but I just think they just got the wrong ideas of what America should be.
Okay.
But I think a lot of the problem winds up being is a lot of Republicans specifically vote single issue. Like they will fixate on one thing. Well, do you know what? I'll make that a broad statement. A lot of people will vote single issue, and Trump he hit every single like Republican issue because that's what gets him the Republican vote.
Oh, yeah.
So
No,
I don't think he cares. I don't think he gives the slightest shit about
Well,
abortion.
yeah,
I
no,
don't
he
think
gave
cares
he
at
gave
all.
the equivalent of like when like a kid's going up for like class president. It's like there's gonna be pizza day every day.
Exactly.
There's gonna be
Kinda
no
did,
more
yeah.
homework. It was the same campaign,
Well, I feel like
and it worked the first time, but now people know better.
I think there's a lot of people.
you're making me. You know this was a twist off, right?
Not anymore.
That's brought to you by Sweden, baby.
Swedish
Yeah,
engineering.
so I don't know. Like, I'm. It's gonna be weird to once that whole thing's over. We'll probably like kind of like to be able to kind of like debrief and reflect on that whole thing and be like, all right, what did we do wrong here, guys? Let's all talk and just be like, what do you think you did wrong? Like,
Well, I think the thing is though is when you constantly tell people that they're wrong, they're not going to be like, yeah, you're right.
nobody thinks they're
Well,
wrong.
you know?
Well, I mean that nobody likes feeling stupid. So
Exactly.
So when you prove them wrong, you can't just rub it in their face. You kind of have to like help them come to that conclusion. on
That
their
is
own.
for sure. Yeah, I do think a lot of Trump supporters are wrong. I think a lot of Trump supporters are wrong without being stupid inherently.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like I think a lot of Trump supporters are stupid. I think a lot of Biden supporters are stupid.
yeah.
Well, that's
So,
why that's why I always try to make a distinction between ignorance and stupidity.
Yeah.
With ignorance, you just simply did not know. With stupidity, it's almost willful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, it's I think it's a complex issue, and I think once we get out of this whole us versus them mentality, which hopefully that's what the Biden campaign will bring, at least a lot of
I'm sure
here's
some
the
of it
scary thing.
anyways.
Here's
like
the
loud
scary
majorities
thing.
will shut up.
The scary thing is Republicans
Minorities.
are
Oh wait, vocal minorities. That's
Vocal,
what I'm looking
vocal
for.
Gotcha.
minorities.
If you're a minority, you're allowed to be vocal. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Please stop digging this hole. It's deep enough as it is.
Republicans tend to all be evil but united.
What?
Do you know what I mean?
That is a hot
statement.
take.
Oh, yeah.
Let me. Okay,
That's fine,
you
you
were
can
talking
have that
about
opinion.
I would say just say far right real quick.
Okay, the far right tends to be evil and united.
Nice.
I am gonna say the left in general though tends to be very disjointed, and that's why we can't get a whole lot
There
done.
are
So
more.
I think-
There are more shades of left.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Well,
it's
yeah,
like,
right is red, and then
The
there's
thing is,
millions of shades
the
of blue.
Republicans have had the same opinions since the biblical days
It's
because
literally tradition and religion.
so it's always going to be the same exact beliefs forever.
Yeah.
Whereas
Well, hold on. Are we talking about Republicans or are we talking about conservatives? Because technically, those are two different things.
That's true. That is true. I think I think the bar is moving, and the fact so like whatever center is always moving, and so
Yeah.
that always winds up being Republicans, but like hardcore, like true conservatives, like their point is always fixated on one thing because the what the traditional values are have been established thousands of years ago, whereas the like what liberal values are is always moving in a
Well, because-
consistent direction until we figure out where it's going.
I just don't understand why like anybody would want to be a conservative when
I feel like
when
inherently-
humanity wants to progress.
That's the thing. It's
Do
like
you know what I mean?
that is the thing that I'm like inherently. That was the first thing that turned me off to conservatism in the first place. Was like, oh,
Well, some people like stability though. The idea of like the world constantly changing could probably like unnerve someone.
But-
So
but-
having
but
having
again-
that like the constant would be just like a nice rock to settle on.
Sure.
And I understand that. I understand feeling safe and secure. But I just think, like, if you aren't trying to actively try to help everyone,
That's the thing.
you
Yeah.
inherently are evil.
Yeah.
Well, that and I
Well,
also
yeah.
don't really understand the idea of putting down people for being compassionate.
yeah. Or
Yeah, which is insane.
it's a thing where I'm like, okay, so I'm making a video and I'm juggling with certain things I'm talking about in terms of like morality and like how different people's perceptions of what morality is. There's people who think that they are like being a very, very good people by being against abortion because it's in their
She has
minds.
hiccups.
I'm protecting babies, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But like, I think it's kind of a very one-dimensional view of that issue where I think it's a very
nuanced.
it's a
issue.
very nuanced
Yeah.
issue,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. It's like it's all a challenge of getting people out of like taking people out of a singular perspective.
Well, you gotta like point them in the direction of the gray, otherwise you're never gonna see anything other than like
Yeah.
yeah,
black
I mean,
and white.
most things are gray.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think there's people who think they're being morally good people by
Sure.
stoning gay people.
well, because I think
Oh no, not sure to that, but I think
No,
morally.
I'm saying that like that's the thing. It's
Yeah.
morality is a fucking it's a rough thing. I think if I'm gonna make an objective stance here, I think objectively it's bad to kill gay people, but
Yeah.
like there
I
are
can-
people.
you know
that
what?
think-
I'm pretty sure
I
it's
can
bad to
agree
kill
with
most
that.
people. I would imagine.
I can
Yeah.
make that stance, but like there are also people who think they will say objectively gay people are evil, and I am being a good person by hanging them.
well, because I think something that like that should be addressed is just everybody
Heavy podcast.
should. Yeah,
It is.
Right?
I like it. I mean, it makes sense.
Sure,
It's a
yeah, let's
post-election
fucking get
podcast.
into it. Yeah.
But I think that this is something that like bothers me on both the left and the right. I'm very far left. I think all of us are.
I think most of us
We're
are.
pretty
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gwen,
but-
are you in for the LGBTQ?
I
I don't know. You know,
I've been
it's-
dipping my toe. I'm just like,
You
it's
still-
a little.
I don't know about that T part.
It's not when you're really on the fence.
That tea.
We can just start like just pushing some of those off the end.
Right? I mean, if there was less
Yeah.
of them, I wouldn't be upset. I'm
No,
just saying.
Jesus Christ. Again, yeah. I think we're all
Yeah.
pretty fucking far left.
Well, the thing that bothers me about the left and the right is like I think that it is important that every voice be heard, and but the problem is there's a lot of people on both sides for different reasons, but they all come to the same conclusion, which is your voice can't be heard, my voice should be heard.
Well, it's this whole like obsession with absolutism, where it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
it's my way or nothing else, and there's absolutely no compromise. And when you refuse to compromise and you refuse to listen to what the opposition has, you'll never grow as a person because you're stuck in like that one state of mind.
You're literally saying you're not willing to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most. Literally, that's what closed-mindedness is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I
You're
mean,
not-
and
yeah.
and even if you don't end up agreeing with the opposition, at least you'll have an understanding of how they came to that conclusion.
Also-
so that way you can kind of better understand them.
Right.
I
And I
think
feel
there
like
are
once you
people
find
who are
some
conservative who are open-minded though.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I've talked to a lot of people who are like
sure.
who
Well, I'm not-
still vote Republican,
well,
but they're like, oh, that's an interesting point.
I'm not saying
I mean, I'll
exclusively
think on that.
Republican,
But
though.
they
I'm
still
saying
vote.
like either
They still
side.
vote the wrong
Yeah.
side, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
because
I'm saying both sides are like that, though.
But also, it's a lot of
Right.
issues. It's a lot of issues that it's
Yeah.
and you have to kind of get them one at a
Yeah.
time.
Well,
Well,
I
yeah,
think-
but,
I think the
but
problem
that's what needs to be done. And that's
Yeah.
what needs to be done.
Well, I see it on the other side though. What the left tends to do is like, if like we wanted to talk about like, oh, we want to see more black voices or more Hispanic voices, and then I see a lot of people saying like, well, you shouldn't be talking about that, and it's like, why not? I thought like
Yeah.
we could definitely, you could use our help, we could use your help. Let's work together and get to a conclusion.
Well,
right?
that's why I think like specifically like with media, I think we're in such a fucking renaissance of music and TV shows, movies, everything. Literally everyone can have a voice right now,
Yeah.
and it's not shunning anyone else's voice.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's
It's,
kind of the
I think
amazing...
it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's the amazing part of our technological age. Like, any schlub with a decent enough camera can just point it up and make their own show.
Do you know
It's-
what's do you
it's
know what also
fantastic.
I think is great about actually weirdly streaming services exploding?
Yeah.
It's not everything is about catering to other countries,
There it is.
catering to like more conservative countries, China. So like everything is streaming at home, and so people are allowed to be a lot more explorative
Yeah.
with
Sure.
how with what kind of people are representative in media.
Yeah, no, you
So-
can get away with slightly lower budget, like,
Yeah.
weird movies, because if
Yeah.
it flops, okay, whatever, you know, there's 100,000 movies to like make up the lost difference.
Yeah.
If it's a success, then great, you can milk it for all it's worth and make like 5 more seasons.
Well, I think the nice thing though is because I mean there aren't a whole lot of nice things that came out of the pandemic, but because everybody or most people are being responsible, staying home, or only gathering in very small groups.
Again, we are from like very like this group specifically. I literally don't see anyone else.
Yeah.
Let me make that clear really
Yeah.
quick. Right.
I don't even see my own their roommates. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like everybody who's being safe. We're all at home and we're all probably on the internet.
Yeah.
So like because it's everybody online at the same time, we can all talk to each other and we can all kind of see what's been. I mean, look at. I mean, I don't like bringing this up, but like look at like the stuff that's been happening with the police.
Oh,
If
yeah.
everybody wasn't home watching that shit, it's like holy shit. Like all,
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
everything has been just online, and there's no way anybody can get away with that. And the same thing about like movies is like now we could all see everything that's happening all at once. It's like everybody's weirdly united. Like the pandemic is just Pokemon Go of 2020.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it's
And we,
happening.
boy, did we go to the polls. Did we Pokemon Go?
Well, what's happening
did, yeah.
is, you know, because of, like, you know, like you said, everyone being there, a lot of those industries are dying. Like, a lot of big TV industry has been, like, shot down because they can't film new stuff. Nobody's watching because everyone's streaming stuff now. So, because of that, it's created this sort of, like, opening for people to just kind of say what they want to say.
Yeah, and
Like, and with, you know, as they continue to lose money, like, the lower tier voices are going to be able to get louder because there won't be as much suppression.
Yeah.
it seems like there's a lot more people on YouTube now than there are just watching like NBC.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean?
Eventually, like you're one of the things to watch on TV. So
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, does anybody even have like just regular TV anymore?
like cable.
yeah.
Not
I mean,
really.
I've seen,
Yeah.
honestly, the most I've seen is a few stamp specials kind of popped up. Tim Heidecker's new special popped up like recently. It's very good. I would give it a watch. It's on
Okay.
YouTube.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm
But
saying.
yeah,
It's like
it's
for
like,
the
the
most
one
it's
where
part,
like
like-
small little bits.
yeah,
Yeah.
for the most part, every major like company has their own streaming service now, so you can get exactly the kind of stuff that you want. And not like have to pay like, oh, I want this, but it comes with like 5 different sports packages, and I don't care about that. I just
Yeah.
want the movies.
I would think that
So now you
most
have-
people are watching, like people who are watching things that are on TV, they're watching it through a streaming service. They're watching it usually probably on Hulu.
Well,
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
Drew Gooden like recently do a thing where he's like, if you bought every single streaming service out right now, it would still be less than
It would be less than cable.
that's
Because-
the thing. Okay.
Which is crazy.
I want to talk about
So
that,
much
but
more content.
you go ahead.
I have a hot take on streaming services. I like that there's a fuck ton of them.
Yeah, I do
because
too.
like it
Yeah, it's
makes
variety.
Because I keep seeing the like, what am I supposed to do? Buy every single one? No, you're supposed to buy the few that you can afford, and they have to work for your
like,
attention.
for your attention. Yeah, so they have to make new original shows.
Yeah.
They have to buy out the best licenses, and because of it, we have an insane amount of content that we never had before. Insane amount of like really really good
Hyper
content.
specific, really good content.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
I don't like I don't like a few of them.
I would say you can knock out Disney Plus in the free trial. I think we can all say
Probably
that.
so.
Honestly, until they start releasing like their Marvel shows, which they said they were pushing until like next year.
Yeah.
So
But
like
yeah,
there's
makes
nothing
sense.
new
Not there.
that you haven't already seen a billion times that's on.
Well, but that's the thing is like
Disney
I
Plus.
usually tend to
turn.
I'm tending to I'm tending to lump Disney Plus in with Hulu because now they're the same. And I watch mostly everything on Hulu.
Yeah.
Because that's where I'm watching Sunny right now.
Hulu is my go-to right now. For
Yeah,
sure.
no, Hulu
even
has
with
been great.
even with ads.
Hulu is like
it's-
weirdly
you can't
better
beat
than
it.
Netflix, I think.
The selection, the current modern selection is just vastly superior.
Once I get, well, I think
Absolutely.
once I get the ad-free Hulu, I'll probably agree. But like, because I still really like. I still use Netflix a lot.
Well, I've been using
I watched Blind Manor. That was good.
I've been using HBO Max quite a bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've heard that they
same.
have like fucking heavy duty, really high quality content.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
they have great stuff on HBO Max.
Because
I've-
HBO Max has the Warner archive now.
It has the Warner
Sure.
archive. Let's see, what else does it have? It's got
we
it's
tied to
got all
that?
the
I was like, are we
DC
tied to
stuff
that?
on there now.
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
know.
I don't know anymore.
The
But-
DC stuff is not now on.
Yeah.
No,
it's-
that's the thing. It's like yeah, you
So.
get like 5-6 of them. And you're still spending less than like a cable
Oh,
package,
yeah,
It's just,
well, like,
and you
I'm
can
totally
choose
fine
what
spending
content's for you.
$20 to $30 for unlimited content. Fuck it.
Well,
whatever.
let me tell you
I'm
something.
fine with it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so on my specific AT&T plan, I know that it was cheaper at first because my grandma wanted cable, even though I told her you don't want cable.
You don't need cable.
She's like,
anymore.
I want cable, and they were able to like split it off, so it's still on my plan, but anything that she does to it will not affect my plan.
That's good at least.
So like they were able to kind of split it off. It was super complicated, but it does not affect me, so that's the good thing.
Yeah.
But what happened was, what happens with cable is they'll give you a good deal for like 6 months to a year, and then they completely screw you over by tripling up the price.
Yeah.
And that's what they did to my grandma, where it's like 200 something for just the basic package.
I didn't realize it was that bad. Holy shit.
Yeah.
No, it's,
Yeah.
it's fucking nuts.
well, it
It's
gets
insane.
even crazier because,
And,
like, again, the industry is dying, so they're jacking up prices to make the
The
difference.
worst part about it, you spend 60% of the time getting advertised to.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
That's why.
Like-
that's why I at this point I cannot understand
Yeah,
why
no,
you choose
but
cable.
life
Yeah.
has changed so much because, like, now you can just pay to not have ads.
Yeah.
So they make the money without having to, like, exploit it.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. It's
And I don't know
insane.
what they
Yeah.
do
Wow,
because
I looked at
Hulu.
this at just the right time because I immediately stopped recording as soon
okay.
as I
Oh,
looked at it.
Here,
Cool.
I'll.
Yeah, hit it.
Okay.
How?
Okay, so but I think Hulu and YouTube both do this. If somebody is paying for the premium service without ads, the people who are putting out the content, let's say, in like our case it's one of us, or in Hulu's case it's Sunny, they're still getting paid. They're getting paid through that premium service.
Yeah.
So like it's not like because I always thought if you weren't watching ads because you had like an ad free service that they weren't.
Then we're making money.
They weren't making money, but that's not true. That they're a portion of the money that you're spending to get the premium service goes to those creators.
Yeah.
And that
So
really makes all the difference.
They distribute it.
Well,
I don't know how fairly, but like it's.
Yeah.
But I do know it goes to them because when I look on like my revenue on YouTube, you see what's from ads and what's from people who have YouTube Premium.
I think they have. Oh, really? Okay. Because I assumed it was whatever they made was based off of the ad revenue, so it would give them my idea of what they deserve, and they would just pay them that, and then just part of the money where that money
that
comes
just
from.
went too.
Cool. Part of where that money comes from the premium. This is almost out of bar.
yeah, was it?
We'll switch it as soon as it dies.
Okay.
Or do you want to switch it now?
I'll switch it now. Keep talking.
Okay. But okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you go?
Was it? I'm trying to remember where I was going with it. Yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Oh, but
I got distracted.
But I do
That's
think, like, I mean, obviously, I think YouTubers, people should be paid a little bit more.
Well,
because
oh, yeah,
that's
that I
now
remember.
now that's what's people are watching that now.
Tuning into, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's also the other half of like paying for your like content like that because it reduces how much a company is like, because the way that they make up that money is usually to sell your information to advertisers, and so when you actually pay out and don't get advertised to, that's less information for them to track and send out because they don't have to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I think weirdly YouTube has been a little better recently because, well, specifically for like quote unquote controversial creators, because like they're getting.
Fucking Matt Watson fucked it up for everyone.
Well, what did he do?
Not the Matt Watson from Super Mega.
There's another Matt Watson.
There was a Adpocalypse.
Well,
Do you remember hearing about Adpocalypse?
well, that was a few years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the person who started that was a guy named Matt Watson. It was not Matt Watson from Super Mega.
Well, because I think a lot of the I think YouTube called them something like wrongdoers. I don't remember what they called them.
Oh,
but,
no,
like,
they were bad actors.
Okay.
bad actors. Yeah,
Bad actors.
because like that's why people like Shoe on Head weren't getting paid and stuff like that because of bad actors, you know. But I think most of those bad
intent to do
Elson
wrong.
Wilson or
Yeah.
But I think that the thing that's been happening more recently is if you're putting out content that is deemed like fine, they're able to, or if you have just a big following, I think that's where it gets kind of complicated. But like, because I got this new thing on my YouTube where it says you can self-review your own thing to get ads, and I always tell the truth on it. And I think bigger YouTubers are getting those things. The problem is, when are they going to get abused? You know, when's somebody going to abuse that?
that's YouTube's. That's the fucking crazy thing. That's YouTube's whole game. It's just we put out a new update. When's someone going to abuse this? And we have to change it, which is nuts.
Because
People got to ruin everything.
well, because I love YouTube, but I don't know if I love YouTube the company.
But I love the platform. Absolutely, I spend half my time there.
That's
Yeah, of course.
most of the things that I watch is on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
90% of the content I take in is from YouTube.
Yeah.
The rest of it is streaming.
Subscribe. Can we take our little break right now? Subscribe to Logan Robert.
Yes.
Please subscribe to Logan Robert.
Is that just gonna be our meme?
Just
We
subscribe to
has,
Logan Robert.
yeah.
The thing is, like, it's
Please
a meme,
just
but I
do
also
it.
want people to subscribe.
Please
to Logan
do
Robert.
it. He needs 3 million tomorrow. Jesus Christ.
I need 3 million subscribers.
I
How does
will.
Dex
I
go
will
tomorrow?
die. That is a hill I will die on. Please subscribe to him. He's too good.
And more pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think there is a new influx of like great YouTubers coming out though.
Sure.
Like Logan Robert is great. And,
Hats Off Entertainment. I think is great.
Oh my god. Okay.
Please subscribe to Hats Off
Have you guys not
Entertainment.
heard of Hats Off Entertainment?
Which one are they?
They Matt showed them to me. They're this just they talk about weird and obscure like movies or TV
Or, like
shows.
pilots.
But
and
yeah,
it's
like
weird.
but it's like weird and obscure, but not really. Like you've definitely heard of them.
Like there's a great episode on like the Blazing Saddles TV series. It's
Yeah,
I
just, like
remember
shit.
hearing
You're like,
about that. Yeah.
it's shit. You're just like, wait, what? And he goes so into it. I think he's like 50, between 40 and 60K subscribers right now. Please, for the love of God, please watch his content. It is so good.
I watched the one that was about
for me or for you.
For me, please.
Adam's Family Reunion.
Oh no.
sure.
Yeah.
That's a good because like I learned about like just very very minor because I want you guys to watch the video, but it's like Saban, like Power Rangers X-Men Saban.
VR Troopers Saban.
Like bought the rights to the TV rights to movies, not the movie rights, but the TV rights, so he could put out crappy straight to video sequels, and that's how Addams Family Reunion came to be. So like
Which again, absolutely no shade to Tim Curry. I think he should live forever. If I had the choice, Tim Curry would live forever. Yeah.
I do want him just to one day, just to like, just hop out of that like wheelchair.
Right.
Just like, oh, I'm good.
Just fucking Willy Wonka.
Yeah, he just gets up and it's like, haha, fooled you.
Honestly, yeah,
That'd be great.
I'd love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. It feels like if any actor were just to miraculously hop out of like some just like horrible like disability like that, it just seems like it would be him. It just
I
seems
would
like
put all of my chips on
yeah,
Tim
if I had to
Curry.
bet on
Yeah.
one, it would probably be him.
What a fucking saint.
What's a
in cinema.
guy?
What makes you cry?
And I did.
And I did. Yeah.
Got it.
But we watched the sequel to that.
We
Oh,
did.
yeah.
We watched Shock Treatment
Shock
pretty
Treatment.
recently. For me, my first time. You guys?
I've seen it a
I've
few
seen it a
times.
few times,
Yeah.
Oh, you've seen it more than almost any other movie, right?
I've seen it more than anyone here. I think I've seen it more times than everyone here combined.
Sure.
Holy
It's not
shit.
that I like it or anything. I just, it's a fun movie.
I'm a big fan of Jessica Harper.
Oh yeah, I love Jessica Harper.
Yeah.
It's been a
I
weird.
could look at her all day.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
She's
It's been-
fantastic. Phantom of the Paradise is my favorite movie of all time.
It's been a weird year for us though, because we've been stuck in the house and we're watching a lot more movies. Jeremy and I, even before Halloween, we've just been watching cult and horror films. We're not the biggest cult or horror people,
Yeah.
but like we were just like we're just gonna blast through, and they're
Well, I
great.
mean, it was
Yeah,
October,
there's
so it was a
some
good
really
excuse
great
to...
ones out
But I mean,
there.
even before that, like we watched Twin Peaks, we watched Mulholland Drive. You know, we did Suspiria, both of them.
Tourist Trap.
We didn't watch Tourist Trap.
I
love Tourist
I love Tourist Trap.
I do
Tourist
too.
Trap is the
It's-
best thing. I don't know if Full Moon made it. I know they distribute it now. Tourist Trap is absolutely fantastic. If you like cult/horror movies, please watch Tourist Trap. It's
It
way
is
too good.
so good.
It's so stupid.
It
I
is,
love
it's
it.
entirely dumb. But like the
Imagine
the opening's pretty freaky though.
Oh yeah, it's literally like Texas Chainsaw meets Carrie. Imagine that
Yeah,
as a movie.
pretty much.
It's great.
It's
Yeah,
it's
I wanna know what
amazing.
Tourist Trap
I
is.
own it. I'm sure it's on. Maybe it's on something. If not, we can do that sometime soon. I genuinely love that
fuck?
movie.
I want
Donna's
people to see that.
mom from that 70s show is in it.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
It's really weird.
Okay.
It's one of those movies where like maybe you think you know where it's going, and it's just
Fucking
like,
freaky. I
nope.
almost wish I didn't look
Decides
at
to
this
take like a
before I-
sharp turn
Alright.
somewhere.
oh, it
Yeah,
takes the
just-
sharpest.
Yeah, just
turn.
don't look at it
I
anymore.
love every second of it.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's
so
so,
dumb.
stupid, but it is very good.
I'm still trying to figure out how he got the knife to fly across the room.
I don't know.
It's never explained.
Oh,
It's just a
no.
thing that happens.
But I'm thinking about not taking a turn for my channel, but like I'm thinking about maybe next year doing a few more like horror videos
Yeah, for sure.
because I've got a lot of ideas that a lot of horror channels aren't doing,
Yeah.
and we got to do something. Like
I feel like every hot take.
what do you got?
I feel like every horror channel is just trying to do Monster Madness, but worse.
Yeah, every
Like, you can't be... Guys, James did his videos. Just do something different. I don't know.
well, because when it comes to like horror channels, we only have, I guess, Cinemassacre, but that's more about Angry Video Game Nerd. But he
Yeah.
does horror videos,
Yeah.
and they're good.
Yeah, they're great.
But then you have Wolfula, which is
There's kind of like, I feel like
Wolfula is like the methadone to my Cinemassacre heroin.
what about James A. Janice?
Oh, he can dead meat? More
Dead
like,
meat,
please,
Please
die,
die.
meat.
I feel like okay.
No,
it's, okay.
again, I don't know if he's like a whatever person, but his videos are just hard to watch. Were you gonna say love?
No, I like I love a lot of horror movies. But I do feel like there's like an inherent kind of like culture that comes along with liking like a lot of horror movies. That's like
There-
kind of like eye rolly.
I-
And I think you're a perfect example of it, honestly.
I would say, just because I've been so I don't know. I've liked spooky things my whole life, right?
yeah.
So I would say, am I a snob now? Ish. It just depends. Am I really what I'm looking for in a horror movie is just it could be one of two camps. A, am I scared? Cool, awesome, you did your job. A, am I or B, am I having fun? Those are my two camps. Fun horror movies, scary horror movies.
See,
What
what
about
Blank.
good horror movies?
I think it would fall into
Yeah,
the
well, I
that's
mean,
the
that,
thing.
I
that,
think-
recently
I don't think it
showed
has to
them
be either of those
Peter
three.
Jackson's magnum opus, Dead Alive slash Brain Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Brain
everybody
Dead's so
like
good.
that movie?
Yeah.
I did
so
like it.
good.
I was-
Brain Dead is a better title.
I remember being
Yeah, it is.
like when it got to the end when I was like, dang, this is an 8 out of 10 movie, but now it's got fucking themes. Shit, this is 10 out of 10.
Well, no, because I think
it's absolutely fantastic. I think it's incredible. That is just such a fun watch, beginning to end.
Also,
no stops, just fun.
That was one of the. That's the word I like to use is transformative. In that, like, just the like. Usually, I'm like, I don't really care about kills, but the fucking kills in that thing, or not the kills, but just the gore. Essentially,
it's the effects.
The effects are
so much fun.
Insane.
It's so
like,
so imaginative.
The
so creative.
the creativity behind like how like the gore is.
Well, that's the thing.
I've never
Is
seen
that still
anything
counts
like
as
that.
good because it's creative.
Exactly.
You know?
It's transformative, and that's what I think gives movies value.
Exactly.
is
Are
when
you
everything's
scared or are you having fun?
See,
it has to fall in one of the
I
those two camps.
understand that. I have a little bit of a different perspective.
Sure.
I think it's either has to be unabashedly a horror movie and like have fun with it.
Sure.
Watch the tapping, so we don't know.
Unabashedly a horror movie and just have fun with it, or it needs to be an examination of the human experience.
Yeah.
And I also think like the best horror movies that aren't just unabashedly fun and horror are the ones that you take the horror element out and it works as like a drama or a comedy.
Sure.
Because like Evil Dead, take Evil Dead 2, take the horror out, it's a great comedy.
I think
the
we can all
comedy out,
agree.
it's got a great horror.
I think we can
works
all
either
agree
way,
on
really.
the Evil Dead franchise in The Thing. I think we all across the board
Love
agree.
The Thing
I think
so much.
I think, but yeah, like I think my kind of vibe kind of tends to go more into like. I'm gonna name 4 movies that I think maybe you'll like a few of them.
Sure.
It's The Babadook, It Follows, Hereditary, and Midsummer. Like those are all about like kind of like humans, and like the horror comes from how people like actual horror that people deal with on a mental level.
See,
that's where I think the greatness of those come from.
I'm there with you, but like
There's a few of those you don't agree with.
Well, my favorite would be like if I were to pick 4, Evil Dead 2, The Thing. There's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and
Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is great.
It
that's
is.
what I'm
It is.
saying.
Okay,
Again, that's a fun movie
But I also-
with a little bit of elevation on top.
Well, because
Question.
the themes.
Sorry.
Are you charging that battery?
Yeah,
currently?
it's right there.
Good, because that one's already also almost out of battery.
Cool, yeah.
But we'll let that one run.
Sure.
We'll let that one go.
But because I've always wanted to talk, and maybe I will next year because I want to talk about how I think Nightmare 2 is better than Nightmare 3, because Nightmare 3 I think is also good.
Yeah, no,
but
all 3 of
it's
those
just-
are great movies.
Nightmare 3, I think, just has a more vocal fan base for
well-
it. Nightmare 2, that's a fun fucking ride.
Mm-hmm.
2, is not necessarily an important movie, but definitely just like good for representation in general.
Absolutely,
I think, yeah.
Because like I think Nightmare 2 and like weirdly because we just watched the first one,
I love it.
like Fast and the Furious.
Oh, sure. Also, what a
Because-
ride.
There was I had to say there was some fucking good effects in that movie that I didn't realize.
Yeah,
Like, I was
okay.
like, that's
There's a side note in Fast and the Furious. They're always talking about how they need NOS, right? Not the energy drink. The actual NOS.
Yeah.
So what they show is they press a button and they show like a CGI effect of what's happening to the car to make it go faster. Weirdly, I was into it. All right.
Because it's like, holy shit, now we're going fast.
The stuff I found myself liking was the transitioning between cars that were racing, because it would like pull out of like one car and go.
It was like weirdly Mad Max because it wasn't CGI. It was camera speed up because it actually
They
was
would
cameras
speed
going.
up. Yeah, they would have them all drive slow, and then they would pull the camera out of one and then go over into the next car.
Sure.
And that's
crazy.
how they got that effect. And it was like actually really cool.
It's actually okay because like I was watching it and like about halfway through I kind of got what the movie was, because I always assumed that Fast and the Furious, at least the first one, was like, oh, it's this testosterone filled like car racing movie. Cars are so cool. That's not what it is.
Sure,
It's
So what would, in your
it's a-
description, what would you say it is?
bisexual paradise.
it's a weirdly bisexual throwback to like 50s Roger Corman car movies.
Through like an early 2000s lens. Like,
Because it's like it knows what it is and it's goofy about it.
Well, Roger Corman did
The Fast and the Furious.
Well,
the original one.
because he literally was. I guess he talked to the filmmaker or something like that, to the original filmmaker, and was like, you know, what would be a better title? The title of my movie I made 40 years earlier, and like literally just kind of gave them. I went to a screening of X, the man with X-ray eyes, and Roger Corman was there, and he talked a little bit about it. Yeah,
because
he was so fucking old. So yeah.
I was just surprised by it because I was expecting to go in and just kind of make fun of Fast and Furious, and I did.
The dialogue.
The dialogue is very bad.
Oh boy.
But like I also enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
Is it a little bit of the Pacific Rim effect?
Kind
of.
Okay.
I don't think Pacific Rim is that good though.
No, I think Pacific Rim is good, but I think it's good for a completely different reason. I think.
I watched Pacific Rim, and everybody was hyping that movie the fuck up, and I was like, eh.
Did you see it in theaters, or did you just watch it on DVD?
I watched it in theaters. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't like it the first time. I'll tell you that because like
maybe I need to see it again.
Because
it's like a purely spectacle like movie. The story is just there so that you have a reason to go from one fight scene to the next.
I went in knowing that, but I don't know. I was just kind of just glazed over watching it.
Well, I think the difference with like Pacific Rim versus something like a Transformers movie, is like Transformers movies.
Pacific Rim is definitely better than Transformers.
What was the movie we were talking about the other night?
Godzilla.
Yeah. Where like you don't give a shit about like the human characters. Mm-hmm. We're talking about 98 and 2014 Godzilla. Yeah. You don't give a shit about the characters, but I think in Pacific Rim, the characters are so cartoonishly one-dimensional, but they're sincerely cartoonishly one-dimensional.
I brought you a shoe. Oh, that means he cares.
Like I think that works for the movie.
Yeah.
You know.
What's up, lady?
But yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I'm excited to watch the second Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I'm down to watch it, and I know just knowing the in retrospect what the trajectory of that franchise is, it just kind of make it exciting.
Last night we were talking about, and we'll probably do this in our own video. Mm-hmm. We're talking about, wow, the characters Hobbs and Shaw do not even exist yet.
Yeah, that was something just like spitfire. Like, wow, this franchise went in. There's two characters who don't even exist yet, who have their own spin-off movie fighting Idris Elba, who has superpowers. What a weird franchise, man.
There's no supernatural anything in the first one. It's just a racing movie.
Yeah.
I have heard... So, kind of a fun story. I'm sure I've told you guys. I haven't told this on the podcast, I don't think. I have a weird connection with the Fast and the Furious franchise.
Ooh. Yeah.
Through someone I used to date. I used to be somewhat acquainted with the main car stunt coordinator for the entire franchise.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
His name is... And I actually went over to his house for a Super Bowl party about 4 years ago. Yeah. It was the biggest, bash you could imagine. Mm-hmm. It was literally, his mansion, and you would just go in, and there were open bars all over the place. He had a sushi bar there, with just... professional sushi chefs making sushi. Mm-hmm. He had a shuffleboard court, arcade games he brought in. Literally 18 Xboxes with their own monitors.
Holy shit.
This was, and then a huge projector, TVs in every single room. He had a fucking movie theater, and the movie posters were just Shaft on both sides. It was I think it was the original, and I think it was the Samuel L. Jackson one on the other side. It was a fucking movie theater. It was the craziest shit I've ever been to in my entire life, and I got so drunk. It was incredible. Anyway, shout out to... What a nice fucking guy. Mm-hmm. And again, I heard that... So the Fast and Furious franchise obviously is one of the biggest franchises in the entire world right now, currently, for the past 20 years or so. Mm-hmm. The main reason he told me, we were having a mild conversation. He was like, the reason why those movies do so well, car crashes have no language barrier. Mm-hmm. And that makes so much sense when you think about it. Yeah. Literally anyone can enjoy fast car chases.
Well, here's the thing about... There is a... Oh, should I wait?
The battery's right here.
That's fine. No, wait, Jeremy, stop fucking with
Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Because if you cut back to one and come back to the other,
but
you're not gonna know, you fucking idiots.
But what you said
that's
about...
just a little bit of me.
But what you said about the car crashes have no language barrier.
Yeah.
Here's why I think it's almost a smart decision from a marketing and a filmmaking standpoint is if you watch those movies, you're gonna know exactly what we're talking about with the whole bisexual and inclusion thing.
Oh, I've seen one or two, because, so I do understand it.
Because it's car crashes and everything. You could sell it to everyone, but it's also teaching weirdly about like how good working together as a team is, regardless of race, gender, and orientation.
Sure, absolutely.
Because the main characters are like there's a bisexual woman, a Mexican woman. I don't know what Vin Diesel is. He definitely ain't white though.
Tyrese Gibson is very enjoyable in those
Isn't
movies.
Vin Diesel
The Rock is it?
Yeah.
Isn't Vin Diesel like black? Like,
I think he is black. Yeah.
Isn't he? Doesn't he like have something in like a quarter or something? I don't know.
He's
like,
a government experiment.
Oh,
Right?
okay,
That's what
cool.
the Iron Giant's all about, right?
But that's the thing is like you have all these people working together to reach a common goal, but it's also I don't know. I think it's good. You know?
I think it's fine, but I do think there's elements of it that are.
No, I'm not
really
saying I'm not saying the
interesting.
franchise. I'm not saying it's a good movie.
It's
I'm
a
just saying
very
it's a good message.
It's a
Yeah.
very heightened reality.
It is
for
very
sure.
much. But it is weird. Yeah, Nick, if you watch it, I watched the movies through the lens of all these characters want to fuck each other,
Have you-
and it
okay.
really enhances the experience.
Have you guys also seen the just tweets and other internet culture around the 1999 Mummy? And that it's the most bisexual casting of any other movie in the world.
Really? No.
Because it's just like you have Evie, who I don't remember her name. It'll pop up right here. And then you have Brendan Fraser. You have everyone in that movie, and again, it's just like
I don't know.
these
His
are the-
name will pop up right here.
yeah. Again, it's just one of those things where it's just like fuck. Everyone in this movie is just a gorgeous person in general, and also that movie kicks ass. So
Yeah, I
whatever.
still need to see. I've not seen it in like years.
You haven't seen the Mummy? Wait, in
haven't seen it
years.
in
You
years.
haven't seen it.
Again,
Mummy's good.
The Mummy. What is it? The Mummy, Armageddon, and Rugrats in Paris were the first 3 DVDs our family ever owned. So I've seen those 3 movies more than any other.
You know what my
movies.
first DVD was?
What was it?
Bicentennial Man.
Hell yeah! dude.
I actually really like Bicentennial Man.
What was your guys' first
I have
movies?
to think about. I'm trying to think of what I remember
DVDs,
watching.
like,
over
what's
and
the
over.
First DVD.
Well, actually, you mean a DVD specifically?
Yeah.
Like one of those things where it's just like, well, I have this new media. I better watch it 50 times.
I don't even
You know,
remember.
There's Cars.
I
and-
don't even remember the transition to DVDs. Like,
Really?
I
I
do
do.
know that my dad had a
I
fuck
remember
ton
the
of
first
DVDs.
DVD I saw.
What?
It was Nothing But Trouble.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Such a classic movie.
the
Little
first-
Aykroyd action over here.
Oh, yeah.
The first movie, actually, really, I remember watching a few times. Pearl Harbor.
Oh, no.
That's
That's
what
my
I
child.
hate the most.
What
Yeah.
a horror.
I know, right?
What a great experience.
Oh,
That's
that
lucky.
actually, honestly, that explains a lot. We just saw this John.
Galaxy
Gone.
Quest, that's another one.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's
yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Gonna go back down?
Yeah, Bicentennial Man is not great. I don't mind it, but it's not great.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
And she's just being passed back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
she's like,
Does
okay.
she want to get down or does she want to be with us?
I can try. Let's see.
Oh no, she wants licks. She
Yeah,
wants.
she just wants your attention.
Wow.
Ooh, ah. Ooh,
Ran,
Papa do.
watch out.
Ray of the rival podcast,
The Yeah Yeah Show. Again, we'll put that right.
Yeah.
Put a link up here.
Throw it up.
It
Trademark.
is very good. So give it away.
I like their swag checks.
That's right. Check
That's I always tune in for that swag check.
They're
Yeah.
fun, you know.
I want to make sure that I'm rating everything from 0 to swag. So
Well, I
Absolutely.
mean, you gotta know what's hot and what's not. So
But again, honestly, I think it's pretty good content. I like the dynamic between the two.
we've
Good job, yeah.
I've had a crossover with the IS show
You sure have.
twice.
oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Because-
In real IRL or just
No,
like
in
or on
videos
on
because
video?
like
Yeah.
in my video they showed up in the Alien video,
You do.
and in
The whole
theirs
gang.
they I think it's in a podcast they mentioned my terrible favorite bass player.
Derek Small.
Yeah, they said, "Oh, who's the best bass player?" And I put Derek Smalls, the fictional bass player from Spinal Tap.
What the fuck? Oh, okay. That was just the ice.
Yeah.
It was ghosts. Your house,
Generator.
It was
your
the
apartment
ice
is
settling.
haunted.
Yeah.
But
It's haunted.
But I have to pee, so I'll be right
Sure,
back.
yeah.
Keep talking.
Cool. Yeah. No. We'll take a camera in with you. You know.
Dude, you ever seen,
Share the moment.
you ever seen Jeremy's peen? It's huge.
Wait 1 second. I'm gonna start
Jeremy
recording
puts
these.
the ape in apricot when it comes to his penis.
Don't talk about my penis.
But
Jeremy, you're 3 feet away and I can still see the tip.
so we're having fun. Oh my god, this
I'm
was a
having-
mistake.
Yeah.
We should get more.
I don't know if I could afford.
We
more
should do a
at the
5
moment.
hour. We should do a 5-hour podcast.
I'm
A
waiting.
5-hour podcast.
and then we'll edit it down to the editable chunks. Say editable.
Editable.
Editable?
Editable.
Hell yeah.
Editable.
So you know what comes out next week
What?
What?
is the PS5.
Yeah, that's right.
I know a few people that already have it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think,
I
I think
know-
there's some pre-orders that went out or
Yeah.
something.
I know personally at least one person who has it in hand.
I know I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait a couple of weeks because if I don't get it for my birthday, then I'm waiting for because I have I'm using quad pay right now to pay for a Switch that I got for someone's birthday. So once that's done, then I'm gonna probably use that to buy my own PS5 and then kind of just pay it off.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's quad pay?
Quad pay and afterpay and all those like there's because
Not sponsored.
we're not sponsored by any of that, but no.
Please tell me more. I would like to know.
No.
We don't have a fucking sponsor. Look at that sub count down there.
No, quad pay is like the service that it depends on the store, but like you can you get the product now and then you like pay later. You pay like a chunk of it and then every 2 weeks you pay a little bit of it off. I actually did that
So,
to get
it's like a slightly less masochistic credit card.
Yeah, except that it doesn't check your credit and it doesn't the way that they make their money is that most people don't know when their payments are. So, because you just have to go in and like set up everything, because otherwise you'll miss your payment and then you'll be like, "Hey, you owe us $8 now," something like that.
Or
But like, I
7%.
always make sure that I have like a reoccurring payment. Like, I never want to miss because like
I'm sure you could set up like an auto pay.
Yeah, I know with Afterpay you can't for whatever reason,
Really?
or maybe you can.
Maybe
I couldn't figure it out.
specifically for that reason,
Yeah.
to make sure that you.
But I did with Afterpay. I bought like the skateboard because I wanted to start skating again.
Yeah.
And then I bought a birthday present using Quad Pay with GameStop. So especially right now with like the pandemic and everything,
Yeah.
that's I'm trying to use those as much as possible because I don't want to spend like a whole lot of money all at once because I don't know when.
Does anyone?
Well, we don't know when our next stimulus thing is going to be going back to that fucking
Oh
shit.
boy,
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
Well, I mean, with Biden in office, who knows?
Well, that's
because they might fight him on it just because, like, oh, you're not our president.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
Is like
like,
because Trump is probably going to be a big baby and he's going to try to cancel everything. But I've
Plus,
heard
it's
that
not-
they have
it's-
a contingency.
He's
plan
been
for
like
I was gonna say, I don't even
really
think it's
chill before.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super chill.
I don't even think it's that. I just think it's because like the House is packed with Republicans now, so things are gonna
Is it
go.
packed with Republicans? I thought it was just half and half.
I thought it was like more heavily Republican.
I think
at
it's
this
more
point.
skewed
Are we
right
talking
now,
about-
but
Yeah.
not super.
We're talking,
Politics again?
we're talking about like the stimulus stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Need stimulus in my pants, just
Well, because I
get that
think-
going.
My fear is that Trump's going to be a baby and try to fight every step of the way. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he's gonna cause as much damage as he can. I feel like
For the next
before
2
he
months,
leaves.
yeah.
If he can't try to, I feel like if he can't swing everything back in his direction, which he's gonna try, he's gonna fight tooth and nail to do it. If he can't do that, he's just gonna fuck everything as
Dude.
much as he can.
Trump's the kid who would pull the fire alarm to get out of his spy test.
Yeah.
I honestly,
I mean, he
I
kind
think-
of did that with his bone spurs.
I could see him
Also,
just.
bless you.
I could see him just
I
being
just
like,
wanna spread my
before I
sneeze all over the
go,
place.
just we're declaring war on North Korea. All right, peace, bye.
by the way,
And then
North
just fly
Korea,
off in a jet to another country.
Mic drop. Yeah.
Yeah,
He just goes to Paris and just lives out the rest of his life.
yeah.
I'm thinking that he's going to cause a shit ton of problems. And then Biden will come in, and because everybody's going to be yelling at Biden to do the right thing,
He better.
he's going to sign something into law that gives us the money that Trump refused us.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just,
Again, like
I've been using, like, the money very irresponsibly,
Right?
you know?
I
Like, I have all my money budgeted out for, like, the next few months.
Mhm.
I mean, I have some, like, wiggle room, but, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta be careful, otherwise
I had.
Because it's not like you can just work more. Like,
Right? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The industry in which I work is literally unworkable.
Yeah.
We're fucking
It's not-
dead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you can just pick
Whatever
up a
we were
shift.
doing.
Like,
This is
That's-
what a great way to
what a year! What a year! It started off like crap, and it ends with almost complete and
Yeah.
total end worlding.
Remember at the beginning of the year
World-ending
when it was just
Dude, this was like everyone's year. I feel like everyone was like, yeah, this year.
Yeah.
And then just whoops.
2020, we're in the future.
Yeah.
2020 sounds so futuristic.
Well,
No.
I mean, like, they
It's
got
just
cool
the
futuristic
apocalypse.
stuff that's going on. I mean, there's, like, huge advances with, like, virtual reality. They've been making all kinds of cool robots.
Camille and
Boston
Haley made
Dynamics.
Vote Trump 2020.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, there's that.
Oh,
But, like, there's also, like, the whole Neuralink thing that's been coming out lately, where
come on.
people are able to control like computers with their minds, when that, like, all the things that's gonna
I
eventually
still
lead
think
into.
that's
That's crazy.
crazy.
That's
idea.
No, well,
That is
I
a
mean,
terrible
it is
idea.
not a terrible
Because
idea.
then the government's going to be able to hack right into your brain.
Well, it depends on the application, because, like, if you just
That
have
sounds
it so
fun.
that it, like,
Off your home.
can move your legs, like, you have some kind of,
I
like,
feel like jailbreak
outside.
it.
Jailbreak your brain.
Yeah.
She'll break your brain.
That sounds like a 90s EDM song. I don't know why.
She'll break your brain.
Get rid of it. Have fun. Get rid of that stupid. It's just vermin. That's all that.
What, Maya?
Yeah, Maya. She's just vermin.
I'm still
She
very
eats
proud
trash.
of the stream putting Maya's face in front of the room key.
That was
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Dude,
That's good stuff.
we've been streaming a lot more.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've had the opportunity to do it. I mean, it's not like you're going out and doing anything.
Twitch.tv/Jeremy on Easy.
Twitch.tv/Madamar.
Twitch.tv. I don't know.
Twitch.tv/.
I have one. I don't know what it is.
I think it's just Guinevere.
I think it's just Guinevere. Yeah.
Gwen
Or
of Air.
Gwen of Air. Yeah. That's easy enough.
I like Gwen of Air.
As of
Okay.
now, twitch.tv/combo to save my cat.
Why
Yeah.
did you? Oh,
For the bit.
Yeah.
Oh, because
for
of
the
mine.
bit.
Because of mine.
I'll make a real one.
Come-
right there.
Collect skate to save. Maybe he'll come down.
I
I'm
do
st-
like that. It's a good
It's
name.
great.
Combo to save my cat.
I
That's just a
didn't.
good
I
name.
did not get that until just now. I'm
Really?
so
Wait,
full
no,
of
I thought
fucking
that was like
idiot.
I thought it was
Honestly, though,
established
what?
together.
Honestly, though, it's
Because
a pretty
combo
legit
to
name.
save my cat. What? Okay.
It's a
whatever.
bit. Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
a
good.
I did.
I like
that's
it.
my
your,
bit.
that's
yeah.
your bit. Exactly. I did it for your. I made a Twitch to watch his stream. I made that the bit.
But here's the thing, though.
It is
It's
a
a
good
legitimately good name. It
It actually is.
pops.
It's a good fucking username.
Yeah.
Combo to save my cat.
Although I think I might for the next couple of weeks. I might just stream Among Us because that was just
Yeah.
Yeah, I
fun.
had a great time. Yeah, Ray had a lot of fun too.
Good.
I know
Like-
it was just she has work very early, so that's why she had to log off pretty
I'll
early.
start earlier this
Yeah,
time
if
because
we-
like this time the reason
Yeah.
I did this because I was getting a new phone. So
Yeah, if we ever do a stream
I got a
around
new phone right here.
5 or 6,
That's
then
what
we're
we're
good.
doing.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
we're gonna do some good streams. Yeah.
because like that was fun and I
good
went
time.
back and I listened and everything like the audio sounded great.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Like, and I liked that everybody can hear you guys, everybody can hear what
Yeah.
I was saying, and I anytime I was like talking to the chat, I muted. What's happening?
Oh, it's just don't worry. It didn't affect anything.
Okay.
It's just retarded. Oops.
You
Don't
can't say that.
No.
This is
Are you gonna bleep it
2020.
No.
Time to
whatever.
cancel Jeremy.
Yeah, cancel Jeremy.
I've said it in my
His
videos.
hair already did.
Everybody,
no.
Listen, there's nothing
We
you
love
can
him.
do to me that
We
hasn't
love
al-
him.
That
His
hasn't already
hair
been
is
done.
controlled alt deleted.
I think everybody's already heard both of us say
I
it.
would eat just a full plate of chocolate whipped cream off your head. Why not? Come
Right?
on, look how smooth that shit is, dog.
I just
I
want
think
to like,
they-
yeah, no, don't you just like want to make like a nice big curl of whipped cream on top of his head, put like a little cherry on top,
I would love to do that.
like a little fez of
Nah.
whipped cream?
Yes.
You know,
do you have whipped cream?
you know,
No.
if
I was
I
gonna. I was actually gonna just if we had whipped cream, I was gonna do it. But I was like,
if I
maybe
could do this with my
maybe
eye,
not now.
Yeah,
maybe
not
not in these times.
OnlyFans / Jeremy
When I-
on hard.
Yeah. Just,
Matt, when I do this with my eye to like make my eye move
I
in
might
different
just-
directions, I can make Jeremy's face look like his thumbnail.
I legit. Should I just make an OnlyFans account right
Yeah.
here on the podcast
for your
Jeremy
bald
on
head.
it?
Yes.
Can we go through that and open up? Do you have
Can we
OBS
just like draw
on there
different
or
things
whatever?
on your head,
Do you have
and then
OBS
that'll
on
be your
this?
OnlyFans? Because I feel like that would be something that would be
Do you?
amazing.
If you have OBS on there, just literally go through the process of making an OnlyFans. Why not?
That'd be fun. That's a good
Yeah.
little piece of content.
Do it.
That's how we end the videos. Giving them OnlyFans. I like that.
Yeah, and then we all take one picture of your butthole. Come on, it's for content.
Is it bleached?
No, yeah, no.
Wait, we all have to
I
lean
have
in.
an
I feel like we
appointment,
all have to lean in just a little bit more.
No, it's.
Where's Maya doing?
I'll download OBS right now,
Oh my.
and then we'll make a. I'm gonna make an OnlyFans account called Jeremy on Hard, and then
I like that.
You
I
got-
like it. Yeah. That's sweet.
yeah. All right, so yeah, sure there. All right, we doing it. We doing it. Oh, it's already halfway downloaded. Cool.
Alright. Well, anyways,
Gwen, why don't you have an OnlyFans? I think you could benefit the most out of all of us.
Right.
Doing what exactly?
You know.
Judging people.
Yo,
Just
you should judge
pictures of
people. Oh my
judgmental
god.
looks.
Just sit there looking judgmental. At the
Say,
camera,
send
be
me
like,
your pics and I'll rate you for sure.
Yeah, dude, you could be
As long as
Gwen Nesion.
Yeah, that sounds like a terrible idea.
Gwen Nesion.
Gwen
Oh,
easy.
perfect. Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Oh, Sion.
There you
That's
go.
the cringiest shit.
No.
Tranesian?
Tranesian.
That's good.
No.
No, Tranesian.
There you
go.
Double.
My favorite thing in the whole world is when we're telling trans jokes around a new person.
Oh, right. And they're like, oh my god, you can't see me.
You will literally start them most of the time. Oh my god. Fucking Ray was like, my girlfriend sleeps. I live in a studio. My girlfriend sleeps behind us. Gwen started like a train of jokes and bits, and I was adding on to that, and my girlfriend just woke me up the next day and was just like, what the fuck were you saying? I was adding on to a bit. I sort of fuck.
Because I heard her talking about that, and you sounded like a child. You were like, "Well, she started.
She started.
Yeah.
You gotta be the adult and end it.
Oh my god.
Gwen, why do you tell trans jokes?
Because if I don't, then who will?
Oh.
True.
What, one of those non-trans people? Ew.
Yucky.
Ewy.
I can't. I don't know if you don't want me to talk about this, we can edit it out. But I cannot wait for Tran on the street.
Oh yeah. No,
Oh.
Tran on the street is gonna be.
Once
gonna be fun.
once COVID's over,
No, we gotta do it full COVID, just like.
full COVID.
Get,
Oh,
Well, I'll put on like a biohazard
you
suit.
don't even take off your mask. You just put on glasses.
Well, nobody knows what we're talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Let's not.
Yeah, no
Yeah, well-
spoilers here, but.
Are you gonna have that on your channel or a no jokes policy?
It's gonna be on my channel.
Okay.
Hell yeah, do it. That's awesome. I think it's so silly. Like it's too silly to fail.
Like I'm pretty excited for that one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Do you
a
think
ton of
Ray's
fun.
gonna be okay with that one?
I don't think she really has a choice.
Stop.
I can't figure out this stupid thing.
Ray is fine with everything. She's great.
Oh, is she?
Didn't she say that she only voted for Biden because of Kamala Harris?
What
It's
is
not
this
true. She was a Bernie bro for sure.
thing? Okay, good.
Like literally,
What are
I
you
was
doing?
I was there. Both of us voted for Bernie. Yeah.
You made sure, right? You were standing over her shoulder. It's
Fucking-
like, you have to pick this because
fucking
I'm the man
Watch
in the
as
relationship.
she wrote in Bernie parentheses, but if he was a girl.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders.
I can-
Again,
figure out the
like
obvious thing,
I'm stoked for progress. I'm stoked for everything. I just wish it wasn't like the queen of the cops.
Yeah, Queen Cop Kamala Harris.
Queen cop.
Cop Mala.
Let's not do the Republican thing where we make nicknames for people.
Kamala Harris was coined
Whatever,
by a lefty.
Sleepy Jeremy.
I don't want that, but the thing is, I don't
Rich
want
boy.
it. Like,
Yeah.
Sleepy Jeremy.
I get it.
I
Yeah,
saw
whatever,
Trump
I get it.
use lamestream media today.
That
I
was
don't-
so good. I was so happy
Lame
because that was the worst thing ever.
I don't want to
That
go.
is the
get
cringiest
it.
I
shit
want to
I've
be
ever
better
heard.
and not go down that path because it's so
Okay.
stupid. I hate it so much.
Here you go, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Aw.
All
That's
is
a
right
good bottle. Yeah. No, I get it. Again, obviously, super stoked we won. We're super stoked we pivoted towards the right direction.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm happy that Trump lost. That's all that matters.
That's all we-
Very happy.
Yeah.
I wish we had Bernie.
Yeah,
I wish we had
same.
Tulsi. I wish we had Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
I wish we had
Oh my
a
God.
lot. I wish we had a lot of
Andrew
things.
Yang is like my.
Imagine
The
There's so plenty
fucking
of
wet
time for Andrew
dream
Yang.
of candidates.
Jump
Yeah, he
upon
is,
that
like,
Yang
oh
train,
my
you
God.
know what I'm
Imagine
saying?
Yang Vice President Tulsi or other way around.
Ooh.
Like what a
Actually, no. I think I prefer Tulsi as vice president.
I literally saw you blush. Again, like
Saw hearts in your
Tulsi.
eyes.
I feel I'm so it's so fucking sad Bernie lost, but I feel like literally for the next 40 years, I will say it every single podcast if we need to. These K-pop stans are gonna save this country. They're literally like, again, I feel like Bernie's the fucking next messiah of politics, and I feel like these kids are gonna literally like pick up every torch that Bernie left down.
Exactly.
And just go the fuck forward.
He's gonna be. He's
What
gonna
a-
make once he. I mean, like.
What an absolute icon! What a treasure!
I don't want to jinx anything, but
Yeah.
I mean, when the time comes, he's gonna make a really good Messiah for like really progressive beliefs.
I just love him. I would build. I just want to make a gingerbread house with him. You know.
I want to kiss him. I actually just want to straight up have sex. With
I
him.
would literally. I would.
I just want to
I
hang
give him.
out with
I
him
give him
all
a
the
little
time.
peck on the cheek.
Yeah, why not?
I just want to. I just,
His butt cheek.
Whoa.
I just want to be near him a lot, even if he has old man breath.
depressed
I don't
now.
care.
I don't care. I would. I would love to get a Reuben with Bernie Sanders.
I think
We'll
that
go
would be a
down to-
great
Stubby?
time.
What? Yeah, absolutely. I will go to fucking Jerry's. I'll go to Cantor's. I don't even like mustard. I'll fucking get mustard. I just love that man. I love
Dude.
that man.
That just reminds me when the quarantine is over, we need to have a Cantor's trip.
I would love to go to Cantor's. We'll go to
It's been
Cantor's.
so
We'll go to Carney's. We'll go to the
Pink's.
fucking train. We'll go to Pink's. I want COVID to end so I can eat sausage.
Do you know what we're going to
That's
do?
it.
Do you know what we're going to do? And I'm not just saying this because I just drank an entire thing of Smirnoff
Sure.
Ice.
What's up?
When all
We're
this
go to
is
fucking
over,
Fiji.
See,
We get
this-
tattoos.
This was you putting the Smirnoff Ice back on the table.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Hollywood.
Yeah.
We're gonna park. We're gonna just pay for the day,
And just
and we're just
stroll.
gonna spend the day.
We'll go to fucking Stout, and then right after we'll go to Umami Burger. I don't care. We'll get 2 burgers in one day, baby.
We gotta go to New Amoeba. We're gonna go to fucking
yeah.
the Grove.
We'll go to the
Head
Funko
down to
store.
Ch-
I've never
top.
been. We'll go.
Little Tokyo.
Dude, we just need a.
We'll walk to Little
Yeah,
Tokyo.
we'll
Yeah, we'll
walk
walk to Little Tokyo. Hell
Although
yeah.
Little Tokyo,
Oh, it's beautiful.
I love Little Tokyo.
Oh, it's great.
I'm not even like an anime person, but like I
Yeah, no,
love
they-
all the like the anime shops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
there's some cool stuff
Chinatown.
there.
Oh, because Chinatown's like adjacent-ish to Philippe's. I
Oh,
love
Philippe's.
Oh my god, I haven't had
Philippe's.
Philippe's in
I
forever.
want that now.
Okay.
Want that
Philippe's
dirty
is so
bread, man.
good.
When I moved
yeah.
when I moved to LA,
Yeah.
like when I first moved to LA, it was all about like I was saying like all right, I'm just here to get into like the film industry and I don't care what I do. As soon as I'm done, I'm gonna move back to Orange County
Oh,
with all my money
You
and
stupid idiot.
stupid. As soon like a year later, I had to go back to Orange County before I went back and like got my own place.
Yeah.
As soon as I went back to Orange County, I was like, I'm ready just to stay in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
When-
once I had a taste of what LA had to offer, I cannot go back to Orange County.
Again,
It's
I-
just something just about
yeah.
the air. You know, it's just something about just like the,
The pollution?
yeah,
Well,
that too.
No,
Just,
it's the
Well,
collective
that's
consciousness
the
for
thing
sure.
though. Like,
yeah, there's this hopeful just sort of idealism kind of thing going on where like
Yeah.
everybody around you is also trying to make it and also is optimistic and has like stars in their eyes and everything. So nobody's like telling you like you want to be an actor? What?
Mhm.
ugh.
Are you
Like literally.
are you inbred? What the fuck is wrong with
Yeah.
you?
No, literally every single person in LA wants to be an actor.
Exactly.
Or,
I don't.
so,
but, yeah.
or some variation.
Or some variation.
Just some
yeah.
variation.
Someone
of
who
entertainment
works in
general.
the industry in some
Yeah.
way, and everybody knows somebody.
Yeah.
Like even now with like doing YouTube, like of course you could do YouTube anywhere, but
Oh, yeah, but-
being in LA makes me want to actually work more.
I
Yeah.
feel like if I was in Orange County, I would be, and I was doing YouTube stuff, I would be surrounded by people who are like, okay, but what are you really gonna
Yeah,
do?
that's-
Like, come on, like,
I've
Yeah,
never
let's,
been.
you
I've
know.
never been.
Are you
questioned.
gonna
Yeah.
are you gonna sell rocks at the swap meet? You know,
Yeah.
a real career.
Well, that's the thing. In LA, I've
When are
never
you
been.
gonna grow up and shave that beard off?
you hippie. Just be bald. Eyebrows too, buddy. Come on, this is a
Get rid of
professional workplace.
Yeah, living in LA, I've never been questioned for what I want to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
sure.
people are, you could say that you just want to be like the dancing queen of the of the subway, and people are like, it's a good idea.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
good.
go
Get a
for
lot
it,
of
man.
tips.
I'm
I-
sure
I-
you'll. Yeah, no,
Like when I
someone
did,
does it.
yeah.
when I did Second
mean-
City and I met Michael, like it was just like, well, fuck, like he's been in LA like most of his life, and like he was still, because I keep hearing this stereotype. I don't know if it's true of like the actor that's just like, they've lived here their whole life and they're like, no, I'm gonna get ahead of you. You know what I mean? Never met that person.
Yeah.
And when they
Yeah.
do it, they're usually the ones that are getting made fun of.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just not the word. I mean, we've all been LA adjacent most of
Yeah.
our life, right? So I mean, It's just
We've been in Orange County. And
because
it's
I
close
mean
enough.
I'm from Santa Clarita, which is basically like polished LA. I don't know. Like it's the whole town's a fucking movie set. It's
That's great.
ridiculous. And it's just like you meet kids of actors, you meet shit like that, and it's always just like a few of them are cool, but most of them are just like really fake and really shitty. That town is so plastic, but literally moving like 20 minutes away, I'm like, huh. I can do some shit.
Well,
I can do some shit out here.
Because I live
It's
about
crazy.
45 minutes away from where I used to live in Orange County.
Yeah.
But like different world.
Oh,
It's a
completely.
completely different world.
Completely.
You know, and
I
it's,
never want to go back to Orange County if I can help it.
we were. I don't know about you, but like Gwen and I were like very outcasty.
I mean, given how many Trump
pretty
supporters are there,
Yeah.
the Orange County name kind of makes a little bit more sense now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when
Kinda
you
fits
when
really
you have
well.
an entire like county founded by the Klan,
yeah,
you know,
cool,
that's
cool.
just you're bound to get some.
I've run into the
crazies.
Klan.
You like that?
I used to go hiking in Black Star Canyon. The Klan would always be there.
They are very much still there and very, very, very scary.
And they're
Santa
trying to get it renamed to
Clarita.
White Star Canyon. It's a whole thing.
I met the Klan in Castaic, which is a suburb of Santa Clarita. I fucking holy shit!
It's
they
fucking
were
scary.
there.
I've never knowingly met a member of the Klan.
Well, I've never
There's
met.
one
no, we
person
didn't
I'm
meet them.
thinking
We're-
of that might be.
I will say 99% sure I've met 3 Klan members at a party.
That's
It was
horrifying.
together at the same time.
It was it was just one of those things where I was
Please tell me they were all part of the same costume.
No, it was just one of those things where like I went to a not a fun story. I went to a party with a lead. I used to work at a coffee shop. You can guess which one. It's this one.
It's the first one you've guessed.
The first one you
thought.
guessed.
It's
yeah.
probably that one.
And we had a lead, and it was one of those things where I was like, no, she's cool. She's fine or whatever. She had a party. She had everyone there. I was hanging out with my friend Tyler. Tyler's one of the sweetest, nicest, also buffest guys. He is literally a he's literally like a martial arts champion.
Wow.
He's fantastic. What a great guy. And we were at a party, and we literally met. And Tyler is half black, and we met Clan like that person who invited us to that party's husband. 99% sure him and his friends are Klan members.
Ew.
They came up and they just said like the worst fucking shit to him. But again, like, what are they gonna do? He's the biggest fucking like just like the sweetest guy, but like could fucking take them down if he needed to. But I was fucking way too high to deal with any of that shit, and I literally like
Too high for racism.
I literally like we left. I made sure Tyler went home. He was cool. I made sure that I literally parked around the corner, slept in my car because it was just way too high.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, fuck it, I cannot be here. It was shitty. It was just awful.
Hey,
I don't know
You
if-
want to join the Klan?
Yeah.
We've
No, I'm too
never.
high.
Yeah,
I don't know if we've
I-
ever met a Klan. We've been around the Klan.
We've been
But we've
around
never
them,
met
but
one.
I don't. Yeah, we never directly talked to anyone who was in it, but
We've known a lot of racists.
we know what anybody from Orange County, more or less.
Yeah, well, not everybody.
Well, no,
Like, I know a
that
lot of
is-
good people, but like,
yeah, but like you're bound to run into more than a handful there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the bathroom. Be right back.
Go for it.
What a fun topic.
This is the outro to the episode that we just did.
Did you change the
Hell yeah!
Oh, it's
Goodbye,
fine.
everybody. Oh.
This is goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Good night,
This is
everybody.
Happy
outro
Disney.
to episode 27.
Who
Yeah, okay.
cares?
That's
Let's-
goodbye. Goodbye.
23 skinny?
Bye.
We're done. We're done talking. We're done
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
We stopped in the middle of a
Bye-bye.
conversation. We're done talking.
Goodbye.
Fuck you. Leave. 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 Leave.
Are
Oh
you
my god.
Ferris
Please.
Buellering
Fuck,
them?
leave.
Yeah, what the-
What are you
Leave.
doing?
Never come back to this channel.
Hey,
Goodbye.
calm down there, Roddy McDowell.